Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be creating a panel card topper or a frame piece or a journal piece or anything you can put in a book if you like, or you can keep this just like it is. We've used 3 sheets of paper to do this. We used one solid scrapbook page paper that we cut down. We used another plain yellow paper and we cut it down, and then we had these 3 panels. And those 3 panels of paper come from the Cardstock Warehouse paper pad. I always talk to you all about this one. It's the 1 pound of paper. This is the skew. I'm not sure if that skew will work now. They do have different pages in, so I've already picked the colors we're going to be using, which is going to be pink, because we're going to keep with that motif. And what we're going to do is we're going to stamp out some butterflies this go around versus the flowers. So what I did on that one is I just kind of lined them all up where they kind of touched. And we're going to be using a few butterflies. This one right here, and it is a Hero Arts. And it is called Butterfly Full View. Got that in a D-Stash, and this one is a cocoa bean butterfly. That one would be cute to color in, but I'm not coloring in any projects today. And this one is called Leaf Print Butterfly, and it is by Memory Box. So we're going to leave this crisscross alone, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So when I first did this one, I wanted the panels to be together but different. So in this one, we're going to do something slightly different. We're going to make sure that the panels this will be one complete, just black and white or pink and black scene. I really like this scrolling on this butterfly, and we could probably, yeah, we'll see. Okay, so we're going to take the ink pad to the stamp. We're going to get stamping. So just apply ink to the stamp. I would lay it flat on the table, but my setup is crazy right now. Make sure you get it, because this has all these little funky grooves and cuts in it, which is a really good, it's a deep dye. You can see, excuse me, a deep stamp. You can see it's very deep, which is awesome. Versus the flatter stamps, and we've discussed that before on some of the stamps that I played around with for Valentine. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to do first and second generation stamping. I just like the effect that it does have with generational stamping. I'm applying a little bit of pressure. You see, you can tell the difference. Of course you can. So I like it. I really, really like that. In this one right here's been loved on. So we'll have to try and scrub that off. But I'm using the Ranger Archival ink, and when I clean my stamps from that, it doesn't come clean. So, maybe the seller did that and it didn't come clean. It's a beautiful stamp, though. I really do like Hero Arts stamps. I've never, the ones that I've purchased, I've never seen or had a stamp that I didn't really like. Alright, and we're going to put a little wing like this. And it's okay to stamp off of your project. Nothing should be super perfect when you're creating like this little paneling. You want it to show like the butterflies can kind of be in flight. In flight, not fight, in flight. Alright. And this one's going to be pretty to color out when I find my coloring cardstock. Look at that one. That's beautiful. And I'm saving this area, so yep, I will have to stamp this right here just because I want to use it for something else while I'm at it, right? Okay, so we'll clean those in a minute. And I have this Dream Big, and it's Impression Obsession. I'm not sure if some of these companies are still in business. I know that Hero Arts is, and this one may be, but I'm not that well versed on all of the stamp companies like some of you are. So let me know if they are still in business. I know I was looking at some stamps that I have in another area, and I had seen where someone said that it was not in, it had went out of business, unfortunately. So I'm going to go ahead and get this up, and we'll go ahead and put our pieces down. We're going to use this yellow page, and it does have some texture in it. Unfortunately, you won't be able to see it that much, and it comes from the DCWV scrapbook kits in a stack, and it's baby, and it was from 2013. And this is really cute because it has some stickers, some sticker cut aparts, little pieces of vellum, and then it has all these cute little baby themed patterns in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the first one down just like this, and I want to make sure that I give myself more room, because on the last one I didn't give myself a lot of room. So that is how it's going to be, and then I'm just going to place the next one down and then follow that one up with this piece just like that. I'm not going to apply any stickers, anything like that on there, because these are just fronts, not actual cards. Or, you can do whatever you want with them. If you want to make them into a card, you could. I was thinking about making it into a card, but I'm going to keep it the same way as the original project that we worked on. So my only thing is I have to make sure that this line right here is straight. Yes, so I'm going to go ahead and put these on and cut it down and come back. Okay, so this is how it looks all placed down, and I like that little spacing in between. I think the next time I do one of these, I'm going to definitely stamp all over everything. Like right here, I could have stamped it on top, so I will place the panels on and then just stamp it as is and go on from there. Now I'm just going to trim this down, and then I'm going to place it on this little paper, and this comes from Amy Tangerine paper pad called Sketchbook. I picked it up from Burke's Outlet, and this is all of the patterns. I want to do a flip through, but I was never familiar with Amy Tangerine until a couple of, last year sometime, I guess, when everyone was going crazy over some of the stuff that Tuesday Morning had in stock, and that's when I started going crazy for some of her things as well. The things that crafters do. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and trim this down. Alright, so we've cut our first layer down, and once you start adding paper on top of paper, it gets heavy. Of course, paper is light, but once you add a lot of paper on top of paper, then the weight of the paper definitely shines through. And so what we're going to do now is we're just going to use this punch. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to keep my little inspiration for the day, this butterfly. We're going to go ahead and apply some of this Tombow down. It's almost done. I'm not sure about you, but do you use tape runners or do you use glue? I told you all before that I want to try to get into using more wet glue, because I think the way this lady showed it on a video, I was like, oh, I can definitely do that. And then, the wizard showed me a few tips and tricks on wet glue as well. So, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to not have all these stamps in the way next time I craft. That's the first thing. But then the next thing is I want to go ahead and give this more room than the other project. so you can actually see some more of that pattern. And it doesn't have to be straight because we're going to cut it down anyway. Well, it doesn't have to be like straight on here, but the problem with this Tombow, it's not like the other one, you know, they have like repositional. Once you put this on, you have to make sure that you put it on at a good angle, because if not, it's going to rip your paper, and we don't want to rip our paper. All right, so now what I've done, just so you can see, no measurements were required in this project at all because it was all eyeballing and guesstimation. And so now what I do for me, sometimes I forget to put this all the way up to the top because this Fiskars paper trimmer works so well, and then I don't have it cut straight. I cut it crooked. I just scoot this over just a little bit because I want it to be semi-symmetrical and even though you know it's not going to ever really be even because this paper I applied it on crooked. But that's okay because I'm keeping it for myself, maybe. I don't know. And there we go. And this is our completed project. All right, you can definitely zhuzh it up, you know, because I'm even thinking like, yeah, you can add some little glitter here, some sequins and things like that. And it's a little bit on a crooked side, which I really like because it's off-angled, but it's cool. I like this one a lot. So this was our project that we created together using minimum amounts of items. We use one sentiment stamp, and we use some butterfly stamps, and we use paper and ink. And then this was our starting one. This is the one that inspired us from here to here, which is so cool. And I think I'm going to play around with this butterfly stamp a little later on. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please, if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. And let me know what your favorite stamp technique is. Like, what stamps do you like? Do you like Fiskars stamps? Do you like Inkadinkado? Do you like Stampendous? Let me know what stamps are your go-to stamps, or do you just like a hodgepodge of stamps like myself? Thank you all for watching. Happy crafting!